Hello and welcome to my family Christmas quiz. I'm Barry and I'm still not ready to stare out at you, but my voice is much better this week. Some of this was prepared earlier, including the YouTube thumbnail, which is an AI creation of me in a Santa suit. For any kids watching, it's not the real Santa. This week's quiz has 6 rounds with a total of 80 points available, if you're amazing enough to get every point. Round 1 is general knowledge. Round 2 is the Christmas music round. Round 3 is Christmas food and traditions. Round 4, Christmas toys. Round 5 is Christmas movie posters. And 6 is the picture round. Followed at last by a festive riddle. Because every quiz ends with a riddle, every quiz also starts with the answer to last week's riddle. Last week's riddle was: between sands and ancient stone, where Euphrates and history have grown, a land of conflict and memories thrown. The answer, very much in the news last week, was Syria. We will begin with rounds 1 and 2, general knowledge and Christmas music, and at the end of those, review the answers. On to the quiz, round 1. Question 1. In which country did the tradition of putting up a Christmas tree originate? Question 2. What is the name of the ballet traditionally performed during the Christmas season? Question 3. In which year was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer first introduced? Question 4. In Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, what is the name of Scrooge's deceased business partner? Question 5. What popular Christmas song was written by Irving Berlin in 1942? Question 6. What do you call the period leading up to the Christmas that lasts for 4 weeks? Question 7. What popular song begins with "You better watch out, you better not cry"? Question 8. In which classic holiday movie does a man wish he had never been born? Question 9. What type of nut is used to make marzipan? And question 10. Which country sends a giant Christmas tree to Trafalgar Square in London every year? And that's it for round 1. On to round 2, the Christmas music round. Here I'm going to play 10 intros. There are 2 questions for each track, 1 point for the name of the artist, and another point for correctly saying whether it got to number 1 in the UK chart at any time ever.
C is for the candy trimmed around the Christmas tree. H is for the happiness with all the family.
I love you, I love you. I want you for my own.
Are you happy now?
sea, caught in a landslide.
It was Christmas Eve.
I love the radio.
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just die.
That's the end of the music round. Hope you did well. We will now review the answers to the first two rounds. Question 1. In which country did the tradition of putting up a Christmas tree originate? That was in Germany. Question 2. What is the name of the ballet traditionally performed during Christmas season? It's the Nutcracker. Question 3. In which year was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer first introduced? It was 1939, but I'm happy with any number between 1937 and 41. Question 4. In Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, the name of Scrooge's deceased partner is Jacob Marley. Question 5. What popular Christmas song was written by Irving Berlin in 1942? It was White Christmas. Question 6. What do you call the period leading up to Christmas that lasts for 4 weeks? It is Advent. Question 7. What popular song begins with "You better watch out, you better not cry"? It's Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Question 8. In which classic holiday movie does a man wish he had never been born? It's A Wonderful Life. Question 9. What type of nut is used to make marzipan? It's almonds. And question 10. Which country sends a giant Christmas tree to Trafalgar Square in London every year? It's Norway. And the answers to round 2, the Christmas music round. Again, all you had to do was 1. Name the artist. 2. Say whether it got to number 1, yes or no. Track 1.
C is for the candy trimmed around the
Christmas Alphabet by Dickie Valentine, which got to number 1 in 1955. Track 2.
I love you, I love you.
I Love You by Cliff Richard and the Shadows got to number 1 in 1960. Track 3. I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day by Wizard never got to number 1. Track 4. Merry Christmas Everybody by Slade, which got to number 1 in 1973. Track 5. Step Into Christmas by Elton John never got to number 1. Track 6. Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen was number 1 in 1975. Track 7. Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney never got to number 1. Track 8. Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues and Kirsty MacColl again never got to number 1. Track 9.
I love the radio.
Always in My Mind by the Pet Shop Boys, number 1 in 1987. Not very Christmassy. Track 10. Perfect by Ed Sheeran got to number 1 in 2017 and stayed there forever. And that's it for round 2. Next up, we have round 3, Christmas food and traditions, and round 4, Christmas toys. After that, we'll then review the answers. Good luck with this round. Question 1. Since the 1970s, what food has become traditional in Japan on Christmas Day? Question 2. In Brazil, there is the tradition of amigo secreto. What is it? Question 3. What would be the staple food in an Australian Christmas dinner? Question 4. In Spain, they have a nougat confection made of honey, sugar and egg whites, with almonds or other nuts. What do we call it? Question 5. In Ireland, there is an event on the 6th of January known as
Nollaig na Man.
What is it? Question 6. Where were the first chocolate advent calendars produced? Question 7. Pierogi, dumplings filled with various ingredients like potato, cheese or sauerkraut, are a tradition in which country? Question 8. In Milan they created a tall dome-shaped sweetbread. What do we call it? Question 9. In Denmark they make risalamande. What is it? And question 10. A bûche de Noël, a traditional Christmas cake shaped like a Yule log, is from which country? And that's it for round 3, Christmas food and traditions. If you're enjoying the quiz, I'd be grateful if you give me a like and subscribe. It does mean a lot. So round 4 is Christmas toys. All we have to do here is identify the toy for 1 point and the decade it was first made for another. Because it's a purely picture quiz, I'm going to say nothing. So now we'll review the answers. Round 3, Christmas food and traditions. Question 1 was, since the 1970s, what food has become traditional in Japan on Christmas Day? It's KFC, but I'll accept any fried chicken answer. Question 2, in Brazil there is the tradition of amigo secreto. It is Secret Santa gifting. Question 3, what would be the staple food in an Australian Christmas dinner? I'll accept anything on a barbecue. It's warmer there. Question 4. In Spain they have a nougat confection made of honey, sugar and egg whites with almonds or other nuts. We call it turrón. 5. In Ireland there is an event on the 6th of January known as
Nullig na Man.
It is Women's Little Christmas. Question 6. Where were the first chocolate advent calendars produced? It was Germany in the 1950s. Question 7. Pierogi, dumplings filled with various ingredients, come from Poland. Question 8. In Milan they created a tall dome-shaped sweetbread. We call it panettone. Question 9. In Denmark they make risalamande. What is it? It is a rice pudding served with cherry sauce with a whole almond inside. The finder gets a special prize. If you got anything resembling that, you get the point. And lastly, question 10. Bûche de Noël is a traditional Christmas cake from France. And that's it for food and traditions. Answers to Christmas toys, round 4. Just a reminder, you identifying the toy and the decade it was made in. 1 was Hot Wheels, and they were made in the 1960s. 2 is the Atari VCS 2600. Happily accept anything with Atari in, and that's from the 1970s. 3 are Bratz dolls, and then they're from the year 2000s. 4 are Hatchimals, and they're from the 2010s. 5 is a Lego train set from the 1980s. 6 is the Etch-a-Sketch from the 1960s. 7, of course, is Monopoly, and that dates all the way to the 1930s. 8 is Rubik's Cube, and they're from the 1970s. 9 are Sylvanian families. They're more recent than I thought, 1980s. And lastly, a Tamagotchi is from the 1990s. Hope you did well with that, and let's look forward to the next 2 rounds. And the last 2 rounds are round 5, Christmas movie posters, and round 6, the picture round. And again, we'll review the answers at the end. So the movie poster round. I'm not going to be here for this one. The question is the same on all. The movie poster has had the title removed. All you have to do is write down the title. And round 6 is the picture round. Question 1. Who is this behind the glass pane? Question 2. Who is or was this group? Question 3. Who is this when they were young? Question 4. Who is this sports person? Question 5. What is this building? Question 6. Which company's logo is this? Question 7. Name the video game. Question 8. What is this a close-up of? Question 9. Who is the pop star? And question 10. Who is this from the world of politics? Right, we're on the final run, so let's review the answers. Firstly, the movie poster round. Number 1 is A Charlie Brown Christmas. Number 2 is White Christmas. Number 3 is Jingle All the Way. Number 4, It's a Wonderful Life, gets its second mention in this quiz. Question 5 is Arthur Christmas. Number 6 is The Preacher's Wife. Number 7 is Love Actually. Number 8 is Die Hard. Number 9 is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Number 10. In very small writing at the bottom, it says National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And then we go to the very last round, the picture round. Question 1 was, who is this behind the glass? And it is Stanley Tucci, the actor. Question 2. Who is or was this group? It is Maroon 5. 3. Who is this when they were young? It is Justin Bieber. 4. Who is this very successful sports person? It's Michael Phelps. 5. What is this building? It is the Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur. But if you got Kuala Lumpur, I will accept that as well. 6. Which company's logo is this? It's TripAdvisor. 7. Name the video game. Was Star Wars Jedi Survivor. 8. What's this a close-up of? It is, of course, a Christmas tree stand. One for very small trees by the look of it. 9. Who is this pop star? It's Katy Perry. And 10. Who is this from the world of politics? It's Javier Milei, who is the President of Argentina. And that's it for the quiz. Well, I hope you've done well. that even more so, I hope you've enjoyed your Christmas quiz. I did say I would end with a riddle because I always do, so here is your Christmas riddle. It's not the hardest ever. Wrapped in white on winter nights, silent falling, pure and bright. I blanket earth till morning light. What am I? I'll leave that with you. And with that, I shall wish you a very happy Christmas and the best of New Year's. Bye bye.